Have you been hearing that prices are about to crash and the real estate market is going to go into the toilet along with the economy? That the Federal Reserve is going to turn up interest rates and everything's going to come to a screeching halt? In this video, I'm going to go over what I've been hearing through conversations with lenders, which is a great predictor of demand, what I'm experiencing in my negotiations in uh, in my everyday deals. And just to give you a little bit of perspective, I'm going to be sharing some slides that Gary Keller went over at our most recent family reunion, the founder of Keller Williams, which is the brokerage that I worked for, to further emphasize the real picture of what's going on. I hope you enjoy. Let's start with price. What the heck is going on? So here is a graph of historic appreciation annually as it relates to the median sales price of homes across the United States. As you can see here, I mean, you could pretty much set your watch to it. We're right at that trend line all the way to right when lending got really funky, leading up to the 2008 crash. And we spent 6 years above that trend line before we saw this huge dip, right, going to 2008. Then we spent all this time trying to catch up to it to 2020. And we only went above that trend line starting in 2021. And right now, we are only at 12% above the trend line. Now, so why does it feel like prices are so out of control? It's because in the last 3 years, we saw 12% appreciation. And as you can see, historically, real estate has never appreciated that quickly ever. So we've had an insane spike. So it felt like we went full speed on a roller coaster right before we hit a ramp going straight up, which is exactly what happened. So what does all this mean? It means that if prices do not appreciate at all and that there's no depreciation in prices, that we'll be back at that trend line in the next 4 years. The Fed, playing with those interest rates levers, they're projecting that appreciation is actually going to be down 1% this year. So there's a good chance that we'll be back at that trend line before that time hits. So is it still a good time to buy? Let's talk about our local markets and what I'm hearing and seeing. Probably the most important conversations I've been having lately have been with my lenders. The reason why is there are future demand. How many applications have you been getting in? Are you seeing an uptick? How many qualified buyers are in the marketplace? How are interest rates affecting the decisions of your buyers, right? What I'm hearing is that they're having, like in the last 2 weeks, like starting probably in the last 2 weeks of January through till now, there's been a huge uptick in applications. And they've got more qualified buyers than they ever had. And once this market cracks, being that inventory starts flooding in, they're going to be putting deals together like crazy. There's a lot of pent-up demand there. So what am I seeing in my deals? What does that mean to the local markets? Every house I have sold this year so far has gone above asking price as the listing agent. And for the buyer representation that I've had, for those premium properties, either at or above listing price. And lately, we've had to go, I think my most recent win, we went as much as $20,000 over asking price to get the deal to come together. And I'm having to get very creative in my conversations to make these things happen. So realistically, it's just more of the same. Prices are rising, inventory is low, interest rates are rising, affordability is going down. So what's actually really truly changed? The number of transactions per month, which that really affects real estate agents more than it does you as a buyer or seller. So if you're looking to make a move, now is an excellent time to do it. As long as you're selling in the same market that you're buying in, you're locking in your sale, buying another house, getting into it, and just continuing to ride that appreciation wave up. If you're a buyer, get into the market. I mean, rent is only continuing to go up. I think I was looking at a report the other day that Hartford County has gone up 20% year over year in rental prices. So you're locking in your cost of living, and you can always refinance and bring that interest rate down. Historically, owning is always a great option. You guys want to talk about this further? Let me know.